next one's from Blood Sugar Baby, and the subject is Ryback versus Mark Henry. First of all, Joe, big thanks for the K100 rehash election picks this week. Nash, Hall, X-Pac, and Hardy all on the same show. Trying to take the long way to work to get to hear it all. My question is that I would love to have the K100 team analysis of this Ryback versus Mark Henry feud that has blown up over Twitter these last 2 hours. Mark Henry on his show said that Ryback more or less had a lot of heat with the locker room. Here's the link to the short clip. Ryback, I hate to say this about a guy who you guys are buddies with, seem to have reacted like, as you say, a total triggered Mark. Ryback has since gone on a long ranting Twitter thread and is retweeting all the marks on his side. Could that ego cause problems when he finally joins AEW? Way, way, way too sensitive. Thanks again for the great show, guys, and I've been typing this on my phone between traffic stops. Take care. Why don't you go over some of these tweets, Joe?
Between Ryback and Mark Henry?
Yeah. Do you know anything about this, Conan?
I know absolutely nothing.
Actually, play the clip, Joe.
Okay.
Where Henry calls out Ryback on his podcast.
So basically, Henry was kind of shots fired type deal, right?
Yeah, and I didn't realize these guys had heat with each other, you know?
Okay.
But they do, obviously, because Ryback is very not kind about Mark Henry here at all.
Okay.
Right?
I'm sorry. It's on, what's the show called?
Email.
Oh, it's in the email? Okay.
It's in the email, yeah.
Oh, it's an attachment in the email? You don't...
Wait, I think I did send it to myself. Never mind. I'm an idiot. All right. 2 seconds.
Don't trip. Is it still 2-0?
Yep.
Looked at him as difficult. A lot of his peers looked at him. A lot of his peers looked at him as difficult. A lot of his peers looked at him as dangerous.
Yeah.
And yes, we talk about it on this show all the time. That it's a show. It's sports entertainment. It is a reflection of sports. We don't use the term fake. The championship is the championship. It's not a prop. And he's wrong. I've been a world champion in 3 sports, and I consider pro wrestling one of those. But it was the politics that got me to the top. It was the fact that I'm damn good entertainer, because entertainment is in the name, the job description. Ryback can't take away what I achieved. There's no way that your bitter ass, and I'm talking to you, Ryback. Your name is not Ryback, but whatever your name is, I don't even know your real name. Skip, whatever it is. You are wrong. Every wrestler that sees your face should walk up to you and say, hey, you're an and I hope you know how to fight for real, because you know and I know there's a lot of people that'll whoop your ass. If I saw you, I would tell you, hey, man, you're an and if you want it with me, you could get the first one. Go ahead. Your punches taste like candy. And it's a bunch of guys out there that feel the same way that I do, the way you talk shit on our business. I feed my family with this business. This show, hey, it's a show about wrestling. I'm not an active talent. I'm not an employee, but I love the business enough to not let you sit here and talk shit on it and trivialize it because you failed, because you didn't achieve, that you didn't become a champion. So you feel like it's something that's given. It's a prop. You're wrong. What have you ever been a champion in outside of wrestling? Are you a champion in your own home? Do your dogs like you? Do people around you respect you for being more than a wrestler or a musclehead? I've been a musclehead my whole life, and people respect me for it. You owe the wrestling industry an apology. If you don't, I think that pro wrestlers all over the world should never give you respect.
Holy shit. He went in. That should be the cold open.
Yeah.
Pretty good. Well,
play the. You read some of Ryback's responses.
So, okay, Ryback.
But what triggered Mark Henry to say that? He just
I think
out of nowhere he just said that, or what?
No, I think Ryback started it. That was like a response to some of Ryback.
So he's responding to Ryback. You know what Ryback said?
Yeah, but some of his stuff has been deleted, but this is what I got.
All right.
It says, let's also just air it all out there. John Cena didn't want to work Mark Henry on live events because he believed Mark was the shit. So I stepped up and offered to work with him, which was much harder on me physically, but we knew we would get great reactions. Ryback wrote in a now-deleted tweet. Ryback also claimed that a WWE producer insulted Henry after Henry was allegedly found asleep in the gorilla position before their match at WrestleMania 29 in 2013, which Henry won. I'm also going to say this. Mark Henry was asleep in gorilla prior to our WrestleMania match. A producer came over to me and said, good luck working that fat piece of shit. Mark didn't want to spend a lot of time coming up with a good match, and we got what we got. Another deleted tweet. said that WWE put Mark Henry up to his response. If I'm a failure and have beaten him based off his claims of what makes someone successful or not in wrestling, what does that make him losing to such a failure? I will break him apart like no other, along with the company that doesn't care about him that put him up to this. And I'm trying to see if there's anything else from Mark. Yeah, there's another response. Mark says, sometimes the things that make you better and the things that make the world interesting is a conduit, something that's in between greatness and talent, and what do you do to bring them together? In pro wrestling, that is the most important thing in wrestling because you have to have a guy that can lead somebody that's the and make them somebody that's great one day. Make them somebody that's great one day. We've all had our moments. There was a day when, guys, I hate to say it, I was the It sucks to say, but I'll tell you what. At the end of the day, I was pretty good. Even when I was working with people like Ryback, I could take a nap and be better than that any day of the week. WrestleMania, when supposedly some agent said it, yeah, okay, I believe that. I believe that I'm the Oh, let me see. After you left, the guy you said, John Cena, you put John Cena out on Front Street, and I'm sure John Cena would probably make a statement about how when he got into wrestling, who did he ride in the car with? Me. Who's the guy that went to the office and said, hey, man, y'all need to see John Cena rap. That dude is talented. They said, you know what, this is awesome. And John was mad at me because he didn't want to be looked at as the rapper guy. But then you got Thugonomics. You're welcome. You, Ryback. You're trying to tell me that I don't know what I'm talking about, that I'm not great, that I was the and you base it off and throw it off an unnamed agent? Name his name. You name John Cena. Name the agent. I'll call him. I'll get him on the show, and I'll say, listen, I'm not saying this ever happened, but at any point did you ever tell Ryback I was the I was famous for taking naps. I take naps every day. There's nothing wrong with it. It's great.
That's enough. Yeah, we get it.
Okay, well, hold on. There's only like 3 sentences left. And then Vince McMahon himself has ribbed me, poured water on me while I was sleeping because everybody would go, hey, has anybody got eyes on Mark because he usually naps around this time? Find him. Yeah, we had a lot of fun with my naps. Yeah, then he talks about the WrestleMania match, but...
Yeah, so there's definite heat there, that's for sure. And plus the fact that Henry basically said, if I see you, I'm going to knock you out. So,
yeah. Well,
that'd be a good way to
I did not know any, huh?
It's a good way to promote a match, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
I don't know where or when Ryback's going to respond, but we could certainly reach out to him and have him back on this show to respond.
Or maybe he doesn't want to respond. Maybe he's had enough of this,
Yeah.
I don't know.